Avatar: The Way of Water takes place more than a decade after the events of the original film. Jake Sully, Sam Worthington, and Neytiri, Zoe Saldana, have settled into their new life on Pandora, leading the Na'vi in the aftermath of the conflict with the human invaders. Jake has embraced his role as the leader of the Omaticaya clan, while Neytiri has become a fierce protector of their people. Together, they are raising their children: Netayam, Jamie Flatters, Loic, Britton Dalton, Tuck, Trinity Jolie Bliss, and their adopted daughter Kiri, Sigourney Weaver, who is mysteriously connected to Dr. Grace Augustine's Avatar. Despite their peaceful life, the looming threat of the RDA Resources Development Administration remains, and their family will soon be thrust into a new set of challenges. The return of the threat. The peaceful life of Jake and Neytiri is shattered when they discover that Colonel Miles Quaritch, Stephen Lang, has returned to Pandora, this time, in the form of a Na'vi avatar. Quaritch, whose human body perished in the first film, has been resurrected by the RDA, now serving as their leading force against the Na'vi. Fueled by vengeance and a desire to finish what he started, Quaritch relentlessly hunts down Jake. Faced with this growing danger, Jake and Neytiri realize they must leave the Omaticaya clan to protect their family. This sets the stage for their journey to a distant part of Pandora, where a different Na'vi tribe, the Metkayina, lives along the shores of the ocean. The Oceanic tribe, Metkayina. Jake, Neytiri, and their children are welcomed into the Metkayina tribe, led by Tonawari Cliff Curtis and Ronald Kate Winslet. Unlike the forest-dwelling Na'vi, the Metkayina are sea dwellers who have adapted to a life in harmony with the ocean, learning to live off its resources, dive deep beneath the waters, and form bonds with the creatures of the sea. The Metkayina way of life is strikingly different from the forest-dwelling Na'vi, and Jake and Neytiri struggle to adapt to the ocean's challenges. The children also face struggles in learning to survive in this unfamiliar environment, particularly their teenage son Loic, who feels like an outsider. Kiri, who possesses a mysterious connection to the natural world, begins to form an understanding of her unique abilities. The Metkayina introduce the Sully family to the wonders of the ocean, including riding sea creatures, exploring underwater caverns, and learning the balance of life in the water. As Jake and Neytiri slowly adjust, they are also taught valuable lessons about patience, family, and survival. Quaritch's pursuit. Despite the sanctuary the Metkayina provide, the threat of Quaritch is never far behind. Quaritch, now fully embracing his Na'vi avatar body, leads an army of RDA forces in search of Jake and his family. With his knowledge of the Na'vi and an obsession with destroying Jake, Quaritch is relentless in his pursuit. His violent tactics and thirst for revenge bring new dangers to the peaceful waters of the Metkayina. As the Sully family comes to terms with their new home, the children find themselves caught in the escalating conflict. Netayam, the eldest son, tries to step into a leadership role, taking after his father, while Loic's rebellious nature leads him into conflict with the Metkayina's traditions. The tension between the Na'vi and the RDA culminates in a series of intense, action-packed confrontations, involving naval battles, underwater chases, and deadly pursuits. Quaritch's hatred of Jake and the Na'vi culture escalates into a personal vendetta, threatening not only Jake's family but the very future of Pandora. At the heart of the film is the bond between Jake, Neytiri, and their children. The film explores themes of parenthood, sacrifice, and the lengths a family will go to protect each other. Both Jake and Neytiri are challenged by their new roles as parents in a time of war, with each member of the family facing their own personal trials and fears. Kiri's growing connection to Pandora's natural world plays a significant role in the film. Her unexplained affinity for the environment hints at a deeper connection to the planet itself, sparking mystery and wonder. As she learns more about her origins and powers, Kiri becomes a crucial part of the family's survival. As the conflict intensifies, Jake and Neytiri's leadership is tested. They must face the reality that the battle for Pandora's future is far from over. The film delves into their inner struggles, Jake's guilt over the threats his family faces, and Neytiri's fierce determination to protect their children and their culture. The film culminates in a breathtaking, emotionally charged battle between the Na'vi and the forces of Quaritch. With the help of the Metkayina tribe, Jake and Neytiri wage a desperate defense to protect their family and their home from Quaritch's brutal assault. The Metkayina, with their deep knowledge of the sea, engage in strategic underwater combat, while Jake and Neytiri fight valiantly to fend off Quaritch. In the final act, tragedy strikes, as the family faces loss and the consequences of their choices. The climactic sequence is an epic showcase of visual effects, featuring thrilling underwater action and high-stakes emotional moments. The conflict brings the family closer together, strengthening their resolve to protect Pandora and its sacred environment. Ultimately, Avatar: The Way of Water ends on a poignant note, with Jake and Neytiri reaffirming their commitment to the world of Pandora, their family, and the fight to preserve it. The film sets the stage for future battles and deeper explorations into the mysteries of Pandora and its ecosystems. This movie key themes. 1. Family and sacrifice. The central emotional core of the film is the bond between Jake, Neytiri, and their children. The challenges they face as parents, the sacrifices they make, and the strength of their love for each other drive the story forward. 2. Environmentalism and connection to nature. The film's exploration of Pandora's ocean ecosystem highlights the importance of respecting nature, and how the Na'vi live in harmony with their environment, much like the forest in the original film. 3. Legacy and identity. Kiri's mysterious origins and connection to the planet serve as a key plot element, raising questions about legacy, heritage, and the power of nature. The film also explores the generational conflict within Jake's family, particularly between parents and children. 4. The fight for survival. At its core, the film is about survival, not just of the Sully family, but of Pandora itself. It highlights the destructive impact of human greed and the lengths to which the Na'vi are willing to go to protect their world.